Ladies and gentlemen, he's just back from the Oscars. He's just back from creating a slice of history. He's just back from becoming a truly global star. And we are absolutely delighted that even before he touches down in Hyderabad, he's touched down in Delhi to be here at the India Today Conclave. Please give a big hand for Ram Charan, who really has, as I said, stirred things up and made us all very proud.
Thank you.
What does it feel like? It's been what, 72, 96 hours since that wonderful evening in Los Angeles. Have you come to terms with the fact that you are part of this Oscar moment?
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for having me, Rajdeep. And sir, I have to say, I didn't touch down. We touched down as a team. The whole RRR team touched down. And yes, it's been a couple of hours, 2 days. We are still soaking in all that excitement. I'm still pinching myself, or my wife is still pinching me, saying, "Did it really happen? Ye hua kya?" So,
why,
she's
Upasana,
right
why don't you just, bask in the glory also? Come on.
Yes, I think she is my lucky mascot, and the 5.5-month-old baby inside her is even more lucky for me.
Wow. That's right. This is terrific times. You produce a or you're part of a blockbuster that's making 1,200 crores or whatever and counting. You won Golden Globes awards. You win an Oscar. And most importantly, you're going to be a father soon.
Absolutely. What a coincidence. All good things come at once. I think that's true.
Absolutely. But, just let's relive that moment. All of you are there waiting with bated breath for whether you'll get the Oscar or not. What was that? What were the moments leading up to that evening? Were you confident given what had happened in the Golden Globes, or was it something that did you have a sleepless night?
I think, personally, I will talk for myself. I was just fortunate to be midst of that celebration. That kind of an event, we've been seeing it. I was a fanboy of the Academy since I was a kid. I think we have got, nothing is more than the audience in the theater. I think that is my biggest award. I'm not saying it just like that, but what India has given us is my biggest award, and rest everything was another feather on the hat. And I believe it. So, win or not win, doesn't make a difference, because we have reached the Oscar carpets. And rest, I think, the God decided.
You're being very modest.
Not really. I truly mean this. I truly, truly mean this. Reaching that stage, of course, all of you know it is 92 years of our industry, and it's such an honor. And what this acknowledgement did to us, it's not us. It's for India. It's for the technicians, the directors, and the beautiful, from Satyajit Ray to now Mr. Rajamouli. We all have been recognized, but this is a unique acknowledgement our industry has got. And for us to just represent that and be part of it was definitely a responsibility. It was weighing on my shoulder, but I was just enjoying the moment. And that is what is more important than getting tensed about the award.
So you say you were not really tense about getting the award.
But trust me, I would have been the happiest if I definitely get it. No?
Okay. But that moment when they actually make the announcement, and they say that, Naatu Naatu gets Best Original Song. That particular moment, what was that like?
That particular moment, I think all of us were tensed. We went numb, like really numb, no feelings. All I could feel is my wife's hand really holding me like Mike Tyson was holding me. She was squeezing. I had creases on this thing, but all that is an emotion that we've been carrying it. I think since 2018, we've been under this in the shooting process, and then the hard work the team has put in. Everybody is saying some different things, but truly, they have appreciated a good cinema and the excellence of my director, Mr. Rajamouli, and his great team, Keeravani and Mr. Keeravani and Chandra Bose.
I'm going to come to all those individuals because, as you said, filmmaking is a team effort.
Absolutely.
And these are all wonderful names who, I thought you put it beautifully, it's a tradition that, from Satyajit Ray to Rajamouli, the art of filmmaking can evolve over the years. But there is a bit of a mystery which is playing out on social media, controversy, let me not even call it a mystery, that why didn't you and Jr NTR actually dance that day? Why weren't you all on stage celebrating this great moment? Were you not called by the Oscar committee to do a Naatu Naatu a quick take on stage? What happened?
Sir, everybody said you do have a twist when we sit with you.
There is.
But I was very optimistic. Sir will not put me on that spot.
It's not being on the spot.
No,
but tell us
really,
what happened.
I will tell you. I mean, I've told you in the LA media, sir. I was ready. I was 100% ready to get that call. But I truly don't know what happened. But let's not even talk about it because the troupe who did there, I think they were fantastic and they did a better job than us. I have done it for so many times, so many stages and different awards and meetings, interviews. Now it's for us to relax and enjoy the show and somebody else perform for India.
Basically, imitation is the best form of flattery. Right?
Yes, absolutely.
As long as you can spread the dance across the world, who does it doesn't really matter.
Different cultures, different age groups. You see it, every home, a father and son, mother and daughter, I don't know, wife and husband, they've taken this. I feel it's no more our song. It's India's song. It's a Janta song. It's the people who have taken us to the carpet.
In fact, my son went to a wedding in Hyderabad where he said that from 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock, they were 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., they were taught how to do the dance so that at the wedding, everyone was made to do it. So it's India's wedding song now.
Absolutely. It's India's song.
It's India's song. That's a great way to again put it. But I just want to understand from you, what did it take to actually do that dance? We'll come to the other aspects of the film in a moment in your own career. But that dance itself, apparently with all the ensemble cast around, how long, how difficult was it? Give us a sense of that.
Like you see, sir, if you see the palace we shot in, it was the Ukraine's president's palace.
I think we've got a shot of that. We'll put that out.
So I think he's still operating the war from that palace as we are speaking. He was so gracious, being an artist himself. He let us shoot there. We were shooting there for 17 odd days, but out of that we shot for 12 days. But the director got us to Ukraine 7 days prior just to rehearse in the location with the dancers. We had 150 to 200 dancers there, and they were the best of the best from Europe. My knees still wobble really when I'm looking at that step, because I would have had some knee pains very bad. I'm suffering even now, because my co-star and me have done more complicated steps in our lives. But this song was not that complicated. It is in a certain way, because both our styles had to match. If my hand went 45 degrees, his hand had to go. But how am I going to see what he's doing? So it is very difficult. So we have done what you see there over 17 times just to perfect. That's why we call my director the beautiful torture.
The beautiful torture.
Yeah, that's what he does. You won't believe, I heard my composer's speech. Because Oscar is all timed to 45 seconds, they shut the mic or they do. My director is so particular. He made my composer rehearse that speech so it stops at 45 seconds for 15 to 20 times.
But Kiravani was brilliant with it. It was perfect.
He is so adorable. Nobody has sung like this. And the Carpenter's song, and him, Mr. Carpenter, he replying back, it was a moment.
So it took you a week to rehearse the song.
And shot it for 12 days.
So in all, for 19 days, you were virtually eating, breathing, sleeping the song.
We used to wrap shoot at 8:30, rehearse that night again till 10:30, sleep and go back to shoot around 6 o'clock. We did that as a clock for 20 days. Yes, you're right.
Pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. Yes. I think it deserves it is, of course, obviously, it is about putting all those pieces together then. You're in front, you've got the choreographers, Anyone whom we don't know who really deserves credit? Is there someone
Our
who...
choreographer, definitely, as you mentioned, and every technician there. Especially thanks to Ukraine, the crew members. We had about 120 Ukraine crew members who were brilliant in supporting the Indian culture and the knack of filmmaking, because we didn't have to suit their culture. They were so warm and receptive. They said, "Chalo, aapko kaise banana ye song? We'll do it your way." So that's something I told my wife right after getting back, we have to go back for a holiday with family, but 3 months after that, you know what happened.
Okay, so now there's the partnership between you and Upasna, and there's the partnership between you and Junior NTR. Tell us about this partnership.
Of course, I've known him for a very, very long time, since we were kids. And we became very close 4 or 5 years before the film started rolling. I don't know whether he decided to cast us or whether he saw the friendship between us and then cast us, because his job will become easy to shoot with us.
Now, what I was told is Rajamouli first came to you,
Yeah.
told you about the film, but didn't tell you that he was going to get Junior NTR as a co-star.
Yes.
Went to him, didn't tell him that he was going to get Ram Charan as a co-star. RRR essentially initially meant Rajamouli, Ram Charan and Junior NTR. You came to know about the fact that you were going to co-star with each other later. Is that true?
That's true. I don't know who he made the first call, but Junior India was already at Sir's residence. I entered, and Tarak was like, "Wow, this must be some news," because he was alone. Then he saw me and said, "Why is he here, yaar?" I thought I'm doing a solo or something. But then I entered, and then, the magic happened. He just opened the Pandora box, and he told us that I'm casting both of you. And if not for Mr. Rajamouli, I swear I don't think we would have done this combination for any other director.
You wouldn't have done this for any other director.
I mean, for everything we've earned and built our career, putting our careers in hand, because it's I don't know, but they used to say we were the rival family for more than 35 years. Tarak's, Junior NTR's family and our family, which we never had it personally. It's the fans. And to bring both of us together, to put our trust in somebody, it has to be Rajamouli, and Rajamouli knows that it'll only happen because of him.
What is so special about Rajamouli? You did Magadhira with him, 2008?
Yes, 13 years back.
13
my
years back,
second-
your first big blockbuster.
Yes, sir. Yes.
What is it about Rajamouli that makes you so confident that you just leave yourself in his hands?
I like working with taskmasters, and I like somebody who puts me on my feet. My wife does that. And
She tortures you, or she puts you...
No, it's not a torture. It's a beautiful torture, like Rajamouli. So it keeps me up, it keeps me going on my feet always. So, Mr. Rajamouli, every time you think, wow, I've learned enough, both see clear, I know it all, you work with Mr. Rajamouli, and he tells you, this will still be the beginning. So he's like, I'm going back to school. So I always learn something new. He always gives us the best career hits for every actor he works with, be it Prabhas, Junior NTR, or myself. So after my dad and Mr. Pawan Kalyan, my uncle, if I have so much respect, like it's only for one man, it is Mr. Rajamouli.
You know, let me take you back. You mentioned just now your dad. By the way, Chiranjeevi sir is Chiranjeevi Garu is somewhere in the hotel. He's sleeping.
Yes, as I told him, I'm touching down in Delhi, and he couldn't wait, and he came to Delhi to receive me.
Arey, lovely. We used to see him around in Parliament. He was a minister. We'll talk politics later. Coming from these film families, both you and Junior NTR, and as you mentioned, there were these film family rivalries, at least built up by fan associations. Yes. In Bollywood, there's this huge debate about nepotism, that people get breaks only because they are so-and-so's children. In your case, was it something that came naturally to you, cinema? And you've actually, in many ways, actually taken your father's legacy several steps forward. How do you see this? Was it in those early years being Chiranjeevi's son? Or was it difficult to become Ram Charan your own
I
identity?
don't know, sir. I don't really understand this. It's a herd mentality. This topic is just driven by a herd or really an individual who feels like this. Because you have a great Mr. Rajdeep. His son might be inclined towards journalism. It is something like that. He does have a better chance in working with NDTV maybe. But at the same time, if you're a fantastic cardiologist, the son also is inclined. So I'm inclined towards acting. I was breathing cinema, living cinema, meeting the producers. I'm inclined towards it now. If you call that getting a better chance, I don't know, but I was in a film school since I was born. So I know the art. I wouldn't have been sustained for 14 years if I was not doing something good for myself, and not just my dad. So everybody has to. Maybe there'll be a stepping stone for a good platform to step onto, but after that, you have to continue this journey. If not, if I was a normal person, I will not spend 100 rupees or 500 rupees on somebody who I think is somebody's son.
You know, it's quite remarkable. 4 months or 5 months ago, we had Yash also at India Today Conclave, and
I saw that.
and he's the son of an auto rickshaw driver.
See, there you go.
And you've got Ram Charan, son of Chiranjeevi, and both of you are superstars. So it seems to be, at the end of the day, it's all about audience acceptance. If the
Absolutely.
audience accepts you, you become a superstar.
Talent speaks. So Yash, I truly believe his talent spoke. And every other artist who's successful here, only their talent speaks.
Families in Telugu cinema were also a big factor. NTR's family, Chiranjeevi Garu's family, there have been other family trees in a way in Telugu cinema. Is Telugu cinema also coming of age with what's happened with RRR, and not just RRR, we've seen with Southern cinema in general, the rise of Southern cinema in the last 18 months. Films, one blockbuster after the other. Is there a sense of renewed confidence that you have? I don't have to go to Bollywood now to make it. I'm a global superstar without going to Bollywood.
Yes, sir, this was begun, and it had a very strong impact in our industry and in our films, with the Telugu happening with Bahubali and now crossing all the boundaries. But I feel this is a big hit, not because it's from the South or anybody. We have so many industries, from Bengal to Tamil Nadu in the South. We have fantastic directors. And I feel what will really make an impact with the West or in Japan or in Australia is Hamara Mitti Ka stories have to come out. And Magadira was like that. Lagan was like that. And The Parasite from Korea, it was their own story as well. So anybody who makes them from their culture, their folklore, their emotion, their struggle. And India has so much of all of this. And the West and the global audience are ready to accept somebody who is original. And India has many, many original directors, many original states who have their own beauty in this music and storytelling. And that's what I feel we will transcend out of this.
So you're saying cinema in India has transcended all geographies today.
Absolutely.
Today you don't look at it in terms of Telugu cinema, Hindi cinema. You've just got to look at it as Indian cinema, tell good stories, preferably on an epic scale sometimes.
Absolutely, sir. This is no more Indian cinema. This is no more Telugu, Bengali, or Bollywood, or Hindi cinema. This is Indian cinema. We should propagate that as Indian cinema. And I want the global audience to feel that all of us are one cinema.
Is that how, when you went to Los Angeles this time, and you're surrounded by all these Hollywood celebrities, I saw a small interview of you where you said you wanted to meet Tom Cruise. Yeah. Did you ever think Tom Cruise might want to meet Ram Charan?
No, definitely not for now.
How do you know?
Maybe in the future he will. But not for now. Right now, I want to meet him.
Right now, you want to meet Tom Cruise. You could do a Top Gun Maverick.
So, wish for it. Maybe hoga.
Hoga.
Yeah. आप wish
उसको कोई Indian title देके Top Gun Maverick कर दो. Tell Rajamouli that I've got the rights for an Indian Top Gun.
No, I will wish for it. Let's see. Your wish will come true. Many things came true, I heard, what you wished.
Over the years, many things have come true. We should discuss all these things on another day. But, as you look at the point I was making, when you went into that room at the Oscars, there wasn't that sense, perhaps say 20, 25 years ago, had you gone there, you would have perhaps not felt at ease in the manner that you perhaps do. You want to be a global star, right? There's talk that you're going to do a Hollywood film. Is that true, that you could be doing a Hollywood film next?
Don't know, sir. I would leave it in LA, what I said.
Oh,
Yeah.
I read it
I
somewhere,
said, sir,
somewhere on the net
So
that
your
Ram
predictions-
Charan offered a Hollywood film. True or not?
We are seeing something, so we are working. It's too early for me to say, but I heard your predictions will come to give me your wishes. I will make sure
No,
it happens.
you've heard, or have you signed are you in the process of signing up?
Process. Everything is a process. Everything is a process until it happens. So let it happen, sir. It will happen.
You see, this is why part of the secret of the South is you don't tell the full story, so that expectations are kept low, and suddenly, boom, we'll hear Ram Charan opposite Tom Cruise in Maverick 3.
Sir, my mom always says, "Sabka nazar nahi lagna chahiye." So I leave it. I mean, who doesn't wish? Everybody wishes, and all of us want to work in every industry where talent is appreciated, and is wajah se I want to work.
What's this journey been like? As you said, the early films, you get your first breaks because you're part of a film family. Then over time, your first big hit, Magadira, slowly other hit films keep coming in, and you just seem to go from strength to strength. How has this journey been? What have you seen? How has Ram Charan changed over these last 15 years?
I think starting from my family and everybody think I've changed a lot. Thank God, I call it not a change, I call it evolution. I'm evolving as a person, as an actor. I'm understanding my director's inside. I'm getting into his head better. For any actor, what is the most challenging thing is, are you understanding your director and are you getting exactly what he wants? And I'm slowly getting much better at that. That's what my director Rajamouli also says. If there's anything as an actor I wish in the future is, get into the director's head who has been dwelling in it, writing this subject before they narrate to you for a couple of years. And that man owns it more than anybody on the sets. And any actor, I just wish, get into your director's head, you will always be a successful actor.
But in those early years, you spent some time in a school in Mumbai, learning a bit of cinema?
Yes, sir.
An acting school?
Namit and Kishore Kapoor's.
That's right. So
yes.
you did the journey to Mumbai in that sense.
Yes.
There was a time, as I said, that whether it was even the great Shivaji Ganeshan and others aspired to become also recognized in Hindi cinema. I want to act opposite the big Hindi film actors, and I want the big Hindi film directors. Did you feel that at any stage over these years, or were you very comfortable in your own skin?
I'll be lying if I say I didn't. I really wanted to be part of Indian cinema, the Hindi cinema, only because I want to reach out to a larger audience. I want to reach out till Delhi, till West Bengal, to Rajasthan. And my only source back then for all of us was Hindi cinema.
But now the truth is Hindi cinema wants to come to you.
Sir, they've also been doing great for so many years. And we've just started, and I don't want to claim that we have arrived. No, we all have arrived, and they've had the share of the pie, and now we are having, and together we will do it too. We'll have a pie together.
You can make history together.
Yeah.
In those early years in Mumbai, was there any star that you aspired to? Is there someone whom you wanted to go and meet and say, look, here I am, Ram Charan, possibly son of Chiranjeevi. You might have wanted to use that in the intro. Was there someone you wanted to go out there and meet?
I mean, even before I wanted to meet, he invited me, being my dad's very old friend. They've done thumbs up ads together for a very, very long time, Mr. Salman Khan. He said, I heard, beta, you're in town. I said, how come? I said, nothing happens in Bombay without him knowing, I feel. And he invited me home. And that warmth reception, I'll keep it in my heart until today.
Salman Khan is a great host, but dangerous when he invites you home because the night doesn't end till 5 a.m.
No, sir, he's very graceful. He lets us. He lets us. Whoever wants to go. If the people are staying there, it's voluntarily they're staying.
So you're a bhai ka fan?
Yes, yes.
I- your image, in a way, has been built at the moment over this angry action hero. Is that your favored image? Do you believe an actor should have a particular image, or are you the kind who wants to constantly experiment, do new roles? If someone comes to you tomorrow, I believe tomorrow morning, in fact, you're going straight from here to another dance sequence,
Yes.
which is again probably going to take a week. So
Yeah.
is that how you see yourself, the action hero, the dance hero? Do you get stereotyped in a way because of your success?
I mean, firstly, sir, I think I want to be part of every genre. That's for true. I mean, that's for sure. And coming to action, every hero, I think every artist wishes to be an action hero. I have seen romantic rom-com heroes saying, "Sir, this saal mein action try karunga," because more audience, the crowd pullers are always the action films, and I'm so fortunate. Thanks to my God, I'm already an action hero. But maybe I would like to try something different, and I hope the audience are inviting enough.
We, as I said, the Chiranjeevi factor. What did Dad tell you when you were stepping into cinema? What were the words of advice that he gave you in those early years?
That day, I still remember the first day I was going, I said, man, I wish he gives me that one formula that makes an actor successful. And to my surprise, he said, Ram, this is going to be a first day, first film. Make sure you take care of your staff because they are the closest to you. Be it your chauffeur, to your man who's always next to you, your makeup artist, all these guys. Make sure you take them very seriously and respect them. If they start talking about you, your career can end very soon. So take care of your guys who are near and dear to you, and that in return means you're taking care of everything else.
I've seen usually stars' best friends are their hairdressers.
I believe so.
There.
Yeah, he's been with me for 15 years, all of them, from my first film.
Give them all a very big hand. Come on, guys, come here.
So
There's a team Ram Charan that goes along with you, I'm told.
yeah, so even if I had a bad flop, I still had taken care of these guys.
Bring them on. Bring them all on here. Come on, guys. You are part of his success story.
Ajao, Gaurav.
You got to introduce them to us. Come on.
Gaurav, वो button पहन लो यार थोड़ा decent.
ये भी action hero है.
He's been there since my first movie, since 2008.
He's your...
He's been there since 2009, sir. Both of them. Hipin, Ajao. That's Hipin and Gaurav, sir.
So they handle your hair and...
Yes, he handles my hair. He's been handling my face. So both are from Bombay, sir, and they've been staying with me literally.
Wow. So that's Team Ram Charan. In
Yeah.
a way, these are... You got any more out there?
I mean, all my guys who drive my car, he's been with me for 18 years. My cook for 33 years, he carried me, and now he's still with me. He's bearing, all these guys bearing with me. Thank you for bearing with me.
Let me
Thank
bring
you.
Upasna in here also. Come on stage, because she's part of Team Ram Charan. Come on. Wow, be careful, man. Come.
And, my manager, Praveen, is here, sir,
bring
since
him in.
15 years. Praveen?
Praveen, where are you?
Praveen ji thinks...
This is 15 years Team Ram Charan. Where is he?
So Praveen always slips out saying, "Ye har bar ek hi baat karega." So he goes out.
Upasna, what's it been like? Give us a sense of what the last week, last few months have been like. Golden Globes, Oscars. It must be a dream.
It really is, and my baby's been very kind to me to let me travel, and it's been really, really nice. And I'm really grateful to Ram Charan and my, all the people around my family and everybody. All I can say is I'm very, very grateful. Thank you.
She's not this soft-spoken at home.
Is that true? Is that true? You see, either you're doing beautiful torture. Is that true?
Tell the truth.
bol.
Nahin? No. We'll leave it, sir.
You leave it there?
Sure thing. Huh? She's like, come home.
Thank you, Upasna, and thank you to the two of you. Congratulations to you all. Acha, now I've just heard you mentioned Salman Khan, but I'm told that you're a good mimic of Khan Saab.
No, not at all.
Have you done any mimicry?
Totally true. If it's true, I would have done it right now. But no, false information, sir.
But is there a Bollywood star that you sort of emulate or you consciously try to emulate or any star? It need not be.
My wife is the biggest Shah Rukh Khan fan, and I am a Salman Khan fan. And sometimes we switch our roles here and there, depending on that film of the other actor. But we don't imitate anybody. It's so difficult.
Is that important that for you, every actor has to eventually build his very own character? Each really big superstar is eventually his or her own person.
Absolutely. Every actor thrives to have his own personality, his own style. But I feel being fluid is more important for actors and directors to see you in different roles. I feel it's better not to have a very unique style, because your unique style sometimes can overshadow a character which you're playing.
But one challenge, Ram Charan, that you will face is after such a mega hit, what next? You've got this film with Kiara Advani. It's going to be again multilingual.
Yeah, with Mr. N. Shankar.
With Shankar as the director. So you've got how do you go past an RRR? You've scaled a kind of Everest in a way for many.
I am already working on one with Mr. Shankar. And again, I am working on a path-breaking film, which I felt, path-breaking character, which is better than my previous subject called Rangasalam. It is again a very muddy story, which I'm starting from September. And I feel that film has every possibility to go to the Western audience and woo them as an Indian muddy story.
So you're already looking at what the next big project is.
I'm very, very, very confident on what I'm doing, what I'm about to do, and we're starting from September this year.
So you're hoping that maybe a year from now you'll be back at the Oscars with a new project.
Thank you. I hope so. I hope so.
So at any given time, you work on one project, more than one project. How do you plan your life?
Sir, I've been trying to do 2 projects. Both EMIs have to
both
pay.
EMIs है क्या बात करता है यार?
But it never happens.
तो आपका थोड़ा EMI हमको भी दे दो.
Sir. No, on a serious note, I think the directors I've been working are such mavericks, and they like to get our time totally for themselves. And Magadira, I've shot for 2 years. RRR, I've shot for 3 years. And Shankarji is, I'm sure, almost 1.5 years. So it's never happened. It's my long wish to do 2 films a year, like some actors do, yeah.
Because one of the things we've been told is the actors who come from the South come with less pretension and fanfare and a greater sense of discipline. I saw it even when you were doing, and a sense of perfection, that you want everything to be perfect. We saw it briefly during your photo shoot also today. Is that the secret of the success of many of you? That you all are very, very disciplined. There is a dedication to the craft. I'm not saying that Hindi cinema actors are not, but the star world can change you in a way that it doesn't change you down south.
Absolutely, sir. I think if there's anything, I say, even a bad actor with a lot of discipline has more possibility to sustain than a great actor with bad discipline and a bad, not so good discipline. I don't think he has any chance to survive. Today, my dad is 67 years. He's signed 3 films. He's the most busiest actor right now in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. He's still rocking it. He says, if I don't work out, my knees are hurting. So he wakes up every day at 5:30 just to have that day pass without a knee pain. So that kind of a discipline, I think it's a bit of a burden on my shoulder. I said, your dad is waking up. Why are you not waking up? I said, chalo, we'll also wake up. And so, yeah, I guess that's working for him. And we would like to follow that.
He wakes up 5:30 a.m. in the morning to work out at the age of 67.
Yes, sir. And he had 2 releases this year, and he's going to be on the floors with 2 more films this year. So he'll have 4.
Any kind of, I saw a lovely photograph on Instagram of 2 of you relaxing in the garden. Oh, yeah. I think,
yes, sir.
You were sleeping on the garden, on the grass, and he was resting on his sofa. Just trying to understand, any family competition at all? Does dad tell you, "Meri picture tere se zyada chalegi"?
I think anybody at home can say good things, but my mother says he gets very personal.
Acha.
Yeah, so anybody can appreciate me, my wife, my sisters, my siblings, but my mother should balance it for him.
Acha.
So yeah, maybe there is a sense of good competition.
You know, you come also from a land where NTR was the original actor politician. Dad also became a politician, became a minister, started his own party, eventually decided enough of politics, calls it, I believe, one of the regrets of his life and has gone back to acting. You ever thought, might as well, you know, like RRR, let's roar now in politics?
I like to sail in one boat, sir. I know how to sail only in one boat. Don't know what will happen to my crotch if I sail in two boats. So I like to sail in one boat. And that is film industry.
That is film industry.
Absolutely, sir.
No question of,
No, sir.
no netagiri.
Nice, sir.
अरे इतना एक कितना बड़ा
छोड़
तुम्हारा
दो,
फैन
sir,
बेस है
please.
छोड़ दो
No, not at all. I think for now I know only acting. I have a production house. I've produced 4 films, and I like to do much more in this industry and contribute more as a film personality.
Okay, so Jagan Mohan Reddy safe in Andhra and KCR Gadu safe at the moment in Hyderabad. Okay, we've got about 9 or 10 minutes to go. We're going to have a lot of fun now.
Sir.
I'm going to, you know, you're a rock star among our entire office. I can tell you, you cut across all geographies. I'm going to call 2 of my colleagues, Akshita and Nabila. Akshita speaks very good Telugu also.
Namaskaram, Ram Charan.
Namaskaram.
Just 1 second. Praveen Garu
Hi,
is here, who you
Praveen,
called
that's
Ah,
my,
Praveen, that's your
who's
manager.
been
Come
taking
on in,
care,
Praveen.
who made things possible
Go ahead,
for me.
sir.
Thank you, Praveen. Thank you for
So
acknowledging
he's your
that.
manager who's been the
He's
one
been the
right through.
longest.
Give him
Round
a
of
big hand,
applause,
ladies and
please, for
gentlemen.
his manager.
That's my manager.
Hi, Praveen. Praveen, now you tell us, what's the best thing about your boss?
Only good things, please.
Good evening, everybody.
No, you can say good, nice. Well, don't worry. We'll handle that. What's the best thing about your boss?
He's a fantastic human being I've ever met in my life.
Sure.
500%.
Nobody
What,
believes that.
what makes you say that? What makes you say?
I've been working with him for the past 15 years, and I'm in the industry for the past 20, 25 years. And I've worked with a lot of people. He touches by the soul.
He touches your soul. Lovely. What a lovely thing to say. Thank you very much, Praveen.
Thanks, Abhijit.
Okay,
You
great.
know, Rajdeep, I really have a question for Ram Charan. I'm
Yeah, go
sure
ahead.
most of the girls who are drooling over Ram Charan want to know if that intense probing eyes, do you do that like, you know, intentionally, or does that just come naturally to you?
On screen? It's
Even otherwise, look at
because
it.
It's not working off screen, madam.
You want to try doing that for our cameras?
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
Nabila, why don't you
Wait.
stand there and see whether he does it or not? Come
No,
on,
I
let's see
can
whether it works.
every movie with every
She's-
dialogue.
She's your co-star, and you've got an intense scene. You've got a,
With her, you cannot look like that, sir.
Okay.
Sorry. Nabil, I think you can be very aggressive if you want. I feel you're very charged. Give me one look which you've seen of mine.
Like you.
Yeah. I felt I looked like that guy in Rock. That.
But that just works for him, doesn't it?
Ji.
Akshita.
Sir, okay request. For your Telugu audience, okay,
You'll
Sandesham
tell.
Telugulo cheppandi.
అంటే తెలుగు వాళ్ళకి ఎన్ని చెప్పినా ఎంత థ్యాంక్స్ చెప్పినా సరిపోదు నాకు వాళ్ళ వల్లే మేమందరం ఇక్కడ ఉన్నాం మా నాన్నగారు కానీ మేము కానీ వాళ్ళు ఇచ్చిన ఈ ఎనర్జీ ఒక తెలుగువాడిగా నాకు చాలా గర్వంగా ఉంది మా వల్ల అసలు వాళ్ళ వల్ల మేము ఈ స్థానంలో ఉన్నామని వాళ్ళకి మనస్ఫూర్తిగా లైఫ్ అంతా కృతజ్ఞతలు చెప్పుకుంటూనే ఉంటాను థ్యాంక్ యూ.
You know, I really want to say this since I have this opportunity, and since Rajdeep, you may not know, speaking to a bunch of Telugu producers, they claim that Ram Charan is a one-take star. He does not do takes. And if he's asked to do another take, he knows his first shot is perfect, and that's it, it's done. Rangasthalam, if I'm not wrong, why don't you tell us, your movie was shot so quick because he just finished it in time.
Ma'am, you said producers will like to do one take, so it's finished early. We'll wrap early, but not really. Once I was just telling Rajiv that once you get into the director's mind, your job becomes easy, and you just don't have to do another take. That's it.
You are just a one-take star. You're a
Okay,
natural star.
we have a
We have a rapid fire segment.
Rapid fire
for you quickly.
segment. Go
So
for it.
Nabila and I will kind of alternate between the two and
Sure.
as fast as Naatu Naatu. It has to be as fast.
Sure, ma'am.
So we'll start with your favorite co-star.
Kiara.
The next
Chiranjeevi or
film.
Pawan Kalyan.
Come again?
Chiranjeevi or Pawan Kalyan. No brainer, I guess.
Oh, goodness.
No, this is a difficult one.
I want to have both my eyes, so if he's left and the other one is right.
Okay.
Nana and Mama, both in one.
Absolutely.
Your all-time favorite hero.
Let's not take my dad, because obviously it is my dad. I think Salman Khan.
Ooh, your one role you'd love to play.
Oh, God. Did I ever tell you something I'm not able to recollect? No?
Would you like to answer for him?
I would like to play anything to do with sport. It's been long due. Like something like
a sport-based
like a
film.
sports-based film.
Any movie that's sports-based that's bowled you over.
You could play a Virat Kohli biopic.
Fantastic. He's an inspiring soul, and I think, yeah, given a chance, it'll be fantastic.
Yeah,
we both have a beard
yeah,
as
you
well,
look
huh?
similar. Okay, so we've decided a Virat Kohli biopic. Go ahead.
Good one, good one.
My next one, your favorite tourist place. Your favorite tourist destination.
Switzerland. Can I give two?
Sure.
Rajasthan and Switzerland.
Arey wah, Rajasthan and
Lovely,
Switzerland.
yeah.
That sounds nice.
So when not acting and not wooing young girls, what would be your, I mean, unintentionally, what would be your best way to unwind?
Horse riding and binge watching movies.